Dungeons & Dragons has a Magic the Gathering problem. And I'll explain coming up next on Polyhedral Paradise. Hello, welcome to Polyhedral Paradise. I'm your host, Jason. If you're new to the channel and you like the content, please consider subscribing. Now, I wasn't clickbaiting you. I wasn't. I really believe that D&D has a Magic the Gathering problem, and while it may not be a huge deal now, it has the potential to become one. Allow me to explain, if you will. So, currently in 5th edition, there are the official setting books that have been released. So, you're looking at Eberron, Forgotten Realms in the form of the Sword Coast Adventurer's Guide, Wildmount, Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica, and the newly released Mystic Odyssey of Theros. Eberron was originally a contest winner from 3.0, where Wildmount, of course, is a creation of Critical Role. Ravnica and Theros are both Magic the Gathering settings, which leaves good old Forgotten Realms as the lone standalone original D&D setting that has its own guidebook. So if you want to say Ravenloft is canonized by the Curse of Strahd, that's fine. And you can say that Greyhawk is canonized by the Ghost of Saltmarsh, that is also fine. But those books are far from setting books. Currently, 40% of all of our setting books that have been officially released by Wizards of the Coast have been Magic the Gathering centric. And yes, I can admit that there are common themes that run through Magic the Gathering and D&D, and that the characters and settings could possibly be used to elevate most campaigns. So, you might be asking yourself, what's the problem with it then? Well, I have two main bugaboos with it. Let's get to my main point first. Now, looking into this video, I found an article from a site called Hipsters of the Coast. A writer named David McCoy wrote about the Hasbro CEO, Brian Goldner, and this is on April 29th. He revealed that Magic the Gathering's revenue had significantly increased in Q1 despite the beer bug. Q1 was the strongest period since launch and has seen an acceleration in growth. You can take a look here. Goldner also said that Hasbro was seeing a high level of engagement in Magic the Gathering Arena, with 2.1 billion games having been played. That, ladies and gentlemen, is some serious engagement. All right, now for anybody out there who's never seen Magic the Gathering being played, we're going to take a look right now at a clip of Josh from the Den of Nerds on the Den of Nerds live channel playing Magic the Gathering Arena. Okay, let's take a look at this.
Flying guy. Dude, please attack. Please swing with this. Please swing with it. I will steal that. Your alpine flying doggy will be
mine! Now, while we're watching this, guys, Josh is great people. Den of Nerds and Den of Nerds Live. Check out his channel. It's fantastic. Guys, I'm going to stop it there because it's absolutely riveting, right? I tried to find an extremely exciting clip, but I could not. But that's okay. It's Magic the Gathering. What do you expect? In February 11th, 2020, McCoy also reported that Hasbro's overall earnings increased by 3% to $4.72 billion, in no small part due to the first full year of Magic the Gathering Arena. In short, Magic the Gathering was a complete and utter moneymaker, and it only got bigger and better. Good on you, Magic. Go make that Uno for Geeks money. But that leads me to my first objection. With all the money coming in, Wizards of the Coast could not help but trying to cross-market their two biggest properties. In my opinion, the inclusion of Magic the Gathering settings in D&D is based purely on greed. And honestly, I can't blame them as a company for trying to get Magic the Gathering players into D&D and D&D players into Magic the Gathering. But it's not done for creative reasons. It's done purely to squeeze every last dime they can out of you, the player, the one spending the money on all of these properties. Like, come on, let's be honest. Even though they share some traits and some similarities, these two things are completely different games. These moves just reek of corporate greed to me, and it leaves a bad taste in my mouth. But look, for the second part, we're going to go back to something that I wanted you to pay attention to. We're going to go back to that 40% number. So Wizards of the Coast has at their disposal already the following fully formed settings. We have the aforementioned Greyhawk, Ravenloft, Eberron, We've got the fan favorites like Dark Sun, Dragonlance, and Spelljammer, Underdeveloped Birthright, and my personal favorite triumvirate. We have Blackmoor, Hollow World, and Mystara. I include them all together because they're all in the same world, but they're all rich and already available to the D&D players. All they need is a little porting over to 5th edition, but we're going to come back to Mystara in a minute, so don't go anywhere. So with Wizards of the Coast release schedule being what it is, and their penchant for loving cross promotion, my big fear is that these wonderful, rich, fully formed settings will die at the altar of profit, and that Wizards of the Coast really cares more about the bottom line than they do the storyline. And I think that as fans of the world's greatest role-playing game, that should concern us all, no matter how much you enjoy playing Magic the Gathering. And it is with that, ladies and gentlemen, that I come back to my favorite setting of all, Mystara. There is a man that you need to know, a man who needs some attention. His name is Mr. Welch. He has done the heavy lifting for Wizards of the Coast and completely adapted the Mystara setting to 5th edition. It is produced and ready to go. It is this channel's personal mission to do whatever I can to help him get the project off the ground and get it into the hands of Wizards of the Coast. At the very least, get it into the DM's Guild for production. I will link Mr. Welch's channel somewhere down below, but if you could help us out by exposing this video any way you can. If you have it on Facebook, share it on Facebook. If you have a Twitter, at Chris Perkins DnD, anybody at Wizards of the Coast, just push it out there as much as you can. I really want to get this thing done. So I would like to hear from you. What is your favorite setting? How do you guys feel about Magic the Gathering and D&D? Am I overreacting? Am I being too much of a dingus? Leave a comment down in the comment section down below. And don't forget, at 100 subscribers, we are giving away the Polyhedral Paradise Dice Box. Keep on the lookout for that. And I tell you what, thank you guys for listening tonight. I will catch you all later. And remember, in the game of life, may you always roll with advantage.